that is connected to the nuclear reactor. This is another statistics. 18 out of every 100 Indians victim of data breaches, and 31% of Indians lost money to cyber attacks, and so on. Ransomware attacks are in rise, and yeah, this is the old statistics. If you go to this website called informationisbeautiful.net, you will be able to see all the biggest data breaches and hacks across the globe. You take any company, it will be there. You take Facebook, you take WhatsApp, you take Microsoft, you take Google, you take Instagram, you take any company, it will be at least once in life they would have faced this database and ransomware attack. This is one sophisticated remote attack that happened. Like they trialed and tested like 7 years ago. You can see two buildings, and then there is a guy sitting in the. I was standing in the first floor, second floor of the building. The 45 meters away from the other person sitting in the at the edge of the staircase, having a digital tab device in his hand. And this guy, who is like 45 meters away, was able to capture everything that he entered in the tab, and you'll be surprised the accuracy of person is 100%. So whatever, let's say he's trying to log in his Gmail ID. So this person who is standing the other side of the building, hidden there, and he is 45 meters away, he was able to capture every single keystroke starting with his email ID, his password, special characters, and everything that he entered in the tab. Now, quickly to the cyber job opportunity. These are some of the job opportunities. We'll be able to share this list. I mean, this presentation later. At the end of this 5 days of session, you'll be able to access it. And this is a market size, and this is a global workforce. There is a demand, and of course, it's a necessary. It's a need that everyone should learn cybersecurity. There is a nest. You are all well aware that UGC University Grants Commission and AICT rolled out this cybersecurity mandate in all the curriculum in 2023. So now cybersecurity is part of every single academy, every single course. So at least one paper or at least one paper related to cybersecurity is there. So this is one statistics from NASSCOM, $35 billion worth of opportunity to create 1 million jobs. And India being the emerging hub for cybersecurity services, these are different verticals. One is a managed security, another one is consulting or auditing, and the integrators. For example, if you take Accenture takes care of every single domain. They are also into managed security, MSSP, they are into integration. They are also consulting and auditing. So talent pool and skills, if you focus your attention to the orange colored block in the right side, you'll be able to see, I'm just going to read it. There is an overall demand for cybersecurity talent across functions, and I've listed like few functions, for example, identity and access management, cloud security, governance, risk and compliance, SOC analysis, and so on. And this is the landscape of Indian cyberspace. And yeah, there is a question that what is required for an entry-level cybersecurity job. The thing is, most of the time, almost 71% of the time, entry-level job is some terminology that says at least some experience is required. So how a person can get experience to it? So people have to set up labs. They can enter relevant courses, internships, and so on. And only 88% of the jobs ask for paid professional experience. Even if they are doing free training and internship and they are upskilling themselves, it still considers eligibility for those entry-level jobs that requires some experience. Now, certifications, of course, yes, employers still seem to really like certifications. Over 83% of the job advertisements listed on industry certification, they listed at least one or two certifications in that as one of the expectations for the candidates. And yeah, candidates are expected to know about framework standards and regulations. These are some of the frameworks we just discussed. And remote, of course, cybersecurity is one domain that is not completely migrated to remote workforce. Most of the opportunities are non-remote, and only 11% of the jobs are remote, and that too is available only for senior level persons with 5 to 7 years experience. They'll be able to start remotely. Not all of them, and especially when they are starting and beginning their career. Soft skills, yes, that matters. It includes problem solving, research analysis, written oral communication. Um, and yeah, we saw about this. We saw about this. I'm just going through few. Yeah, certification data. What are the different certifications uh, that is expected by the industry? I mentioned few from CompTIA, from INE, from OSCP, TCM, and so on. And there was another question from academic institutions recently: how they can practice cybersecurity. What they want to learn themselves. There are platforms like this. For example, this is one platform called a TryHackMe, where anyone can join for free. They can pick up the labs and they can practice uh, depending on the verticals. And there are some questions related to tools when we started the cybersecurity, when we engage with academic institute students. I've listed few here. For example, if you go to um, um, uh, a website and you wanted to know about the validity of the certificate, you can access this Qualys SSL labs and check the SSL certificate validity and so on. And let's say you had a website, you visit a website and you wanted to see whether the website is free of any malware. So this is one URL. GitStar, you can go to malware scanner and put the URL and scan it. And there is another thing called security scanner. That is another tool that you can put your website and scan whether it is secured or not. And this is another simple plugin that is available in multiple browsers called Vaporizer. You'll be able to see the technology that is powering a website. And this is another tool you can. What if you want to know whether a current website is running the latest framework or it is outdated and vulnerable? So this is one website named BuiltWith. And security. If you want to access, scan the security headers of the website of any website, HTTP headers, HTTP2 headers, and so on. You'll be able to access this. These are all open sources of. Sorry, not open source. You don't have to pay for consuming the services. What if you got an email all of a sudden you want to you are suspicious about that URL that, so you can use this website called urlscan.io. You will be able to paste this URL and do a scan of this. This is something called a Mozilla Observatory. You'll be able to scan your site, and this is managed by open source team across the globe. And for penetration testing and so on, this is one website that we usually use, Shodan.io, where we would like to know the vulnerable asset that is connected to the internet. For example, there may be CCTV cameras that is running older firmware but still vulnerable to cyber attack. For example, recent days, Fortinet firewall devices have been hacked due to the outdated firmware. It happened for the same Cisco devices as well because of lack of updates. And what if you got an email and you want to check whether this email is safe to proceed and so on? This is another tool called emailrep.io. And this is another thing similar to BuiltWith. And what if you have received a file and you want to scan the file whether this file is uh, whether file is safe or the file contains any malware. So this is something called cuckoo.cert.e. You can upload this file for analysis. It will be able to provide. It will scan against malware signatures and it will be able to provide the results. This is another tool. If you're running a WordPress site, you'll be able to access this website and do a scan of this. And if you want to practice cloud security labs and so on, you can use this tool called Infinity Learning from Cyber or Warfare.live. And especially penetration testing lab activities, you'll be able to use something called Pen Tester Lab. And there are some hardwares also: DEtherWatch, Flipper Zero, Bash Bunny, Land Turtle, RubberDucky. These are the hardware that is this is used for Wi-Fi hacking, hardware system cybersecurity. Now there are some free certifications like uh, the one that is offered by SAN. And yeah, we do have other information in this slide. Maybe I'll just pass it here. I'll just hand over this to Mr. Hari, who will take it forward from here for the rest of the session. We thank you once again. Hari, over to you.